Now, your top 7 at 7 with Carly Barnett.
Let's get you caught up on the top 7 headlines today, starting with Metro Atlanta teachers and hospital workers in the hot seat after social media posts about Charlie Kirk. Cobb County Schools says they are disciplining teachers for celebrating his death. Children's Hospital of Atlanta, Healthcare of Atlanta fired someone over comments about his murder, and Delta suspended some employees for their social media posts as well. A McKaysville police captain who was shot in the face over the weekend is going into surgery tomorrow. The suspect in his shooting was denied bond. An armored truck driver at an Atlanta Kroger was shot, then robbed today of $50,000. Police say the suspect crashed shortly after and was arrested. Jury selection in the trial for a man accused of killing an 8-year-old girl in Atlanta began today. Sequoia Turner was shot and killed during police protests in 2020 while in a car with her mother. More traffic in Midtown Atlanta. Construction crews have to do emergency repairs on 10th Street by Piedmont Park and will close that section of Juniper Street until mid-October. And Forbes just released its list of the 400 richest people in America. 10 Georgians, including the Cathy family, which owns Chick-fil-A, and Atlanta Falcons owner Arthur Blank made that list. And a win for frequent flyers. Atlanta's airport will celebrate the completion of the next phase of their Concourse D widening project this week. It brings new passenger gates and expanded restrooms. To get updates on all of these stories, all you have to do is open the free Atlanta News First app.